absolutely crazy night to this league. As you see, it didn't spot 4 pins on the left lane, so they moved us. Moved us real quick. Now we're on 23. Today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about bowling. Yay! No, but I don't know. I think I just want to touch up on like a couple of parts of the game as well that like I've experienced and I've gone through. As we can see tonight's a pretty, I hope it's going to be a pretty good night as we leave a split. I want to talk about like my youth experience actually, because, you know, I see some bowlers that are like high profile now and I'm like, holy cow, I used to bowl with you like 20 years ago. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy that you're still like out there making it and, you know, doing whatever hustles they have, hustles and bustles, you know, and respect to them too. But I just want to talk a little bit about my youth experience. You know, like I said in my previous episode, like the first recorded average that I'm seeing was like 2002, but I think I was bowling a little bit before that. But I remember my youth being so weird because where I grew up was a very small county. We only had I think we had 4 bowling alleys total, like in the county, maybe 3. But it was only like I bowled at like the second biggest bowling alley, but it really didn't generate any revenue. Like they would close some nights at like 5:30 because it just didn't make sense. They didn't have a league to fill it. But anyway, so youth bowling was really weird for me then. In high school, didn't have a high school team, so that was kind of strange there. I did bowl some youth tournaments like the Pepsi Opens and stuff for youth bowler, which was a lot of fun. I think one year I did place, but it was like really low into it. I remember that was like one of my first scholarships, Smart Monies, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so cool. It's going to pay for all my bowling and everything like this, and which it kind of did. But yeah, it was really cool back in the day. I remember bowling in my youth in like Central Florida. We had like a lot of the low shutter tournaments or junior youth bowling tour classic or something like that. Definitely a big shout out to you know all those bowlers that still are running those things and still like keeping that community strong, which I believe the youth bowling is where we need to keep everybody like really happy and such like that. But with my youth bowling, you know, wasn't really present too much. I kind of had to make it myself. A lot of things I had to overcome was like even in youth bowling. I used to bowl with Trevor Roberts actually when he was like, because he's younger than me, so he was like, you know, up and coming, and it was crazy because I used to watch, you know, little Trev have a lot of excitement when he was bowling, I should say. You know, again, much respect to him. He's doing his thing, and I love my Christian River kid. You know, I'm from Beverly Hills, like Citrus County, went to Lecanto, stuff like that, but, you know, places that no one here is ever probably going to hear of ever. But yeah, you know, youth bowling was really just me trying to make it by myself. I didn't really have that support group. We didn't really have the funds to get through. I did win a low shutters tournament. I used that money, that smart college money or whatever it was, to get a couple lessons at Kegel. That was pretty much my youth bowling until, well, actually a weird story when I was in youth bowling. I was pacing with the adult leagues, and, you know, of course, it was like YABA, Youth, Y, USBC. It was like all during that merging and everything where no one knew what was really going on. What I did is I ended up pacing on this league, adult league, and I ended up shooting like 8-12 or something like that. It was a good score, and I was a pacer, so like my score didn't count. I was like basically looked at as like a just someone just to keep the pace of the game. It's not really my score. If I shot 900, didn't matter. If I shot 200 against my 3 games, it still didn't matter. But I ended up shooting like 800, and the house or the league ended up turning it into USBC or YABA, and I got in a lot of trouble. I got into a lot of trouble, actually. They were trying to trial me as like an adult bowler then, and I was really young at the time. I was like 16 maybe or so. And I was like, no, I don't want to go up to adult bowling and such. So that was a crazy story. But yeah, youth bowling, I really hope, I really want to grow the game as well. You know, if you guys are youth bowlers watching, let me know where you guys are watching from. comments, like, subscribe. Like we said before, we got the big RV trips. We got that one coming up next year. So, we definitely want to get out there and meet you guys. But, I see we only got like 1 minute left onto this one. But, the youth bowling, I want to get involved into it. I want to be a part of that junior gold program again, which I bowled that when I didn't ever place or anything like that. But I got like top 150 or top 90 or something like that before. So that's pretty cool. But, I really want to get back into the youth bowling programs as I travel as well. So, I hope you guys are really interested into this one. I'm just going to let the rest of this league pan out. It was kind of a quick night for us tonight. Showed you guys a little bit of my brackets here as well, Like I said, and I'm going to try to switch some things up on the channel as well, like how I show like highlights, and I really want to put like an ESPN vibe onto it, especially because I know that they're like getting in trouble for all the sports betting and everything that they have going on with their association. So I got some big things for the channel as far as like how I want to present the game and things like that. Hope you guys are interested. And again, it doesn't take much to hit the like button. It doesn't take much to hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys do. And again, if you don't, that's fine too.